Hello and welcome to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. Today we're looking at more housing related items. Specifically today I want to look at the brand new garden gate outdoor furnishing added in patch 6.1. This, as you can see on the left side of the screen, is a basic level 90 blacksmith recipe, not requiring any masterworks or anything like that. It's just basic level 90. This uses 8 Chandrai ingots, 4 pewter ingots and 8 granite with 32 fire and earth crystals and a recommended craftsmanship of 2805. This is a really cool item and I'm really excited to show this off, as I'm pretty sure it's going to be a permanent fixture for my house, or at least the FC house. So the garden gate is essentially, exactly what it says on it on the tin, and it's very versatile. So let's have a look at this. Here we are at our FC estate. It says, "Curious what lies beyond the garden wall? The garden gate is here to help." That's exactly what it says. And as you can see, it's got the icon on it, which specifies that this is a dyeable item. Very excited about this outdoor furnishing. Let's plop this into reality. And as you can see, immediately, it's reacting to my character. Well, it's essentially a garden gate. What more should I even say at this point? But the detail on this is perfect. It kind of has that sort of like semi-Ishgardian thing going on with it, with the stone pillars, but it's not enough to necessarily like pigeonhole it in that exact way, so that you could use this quite easily with different styles of housing. So whilst it's presumably looking a little bit Ishgardian, it doesn't necessarily paint that picture completely. It's just the slight details on the stone. As you can see though, it is a fully functional gate. And yeah, the detail on this is lovely, absolutely lovely. And of course it's fully functional. So what we need to do is see how well this actually snaps to grid onto our property. But as you can see, when I get close to the gate, it will open. So realistically, if we're going to have the gate here in this, these are the castle walls, by the way, for the Shirogane castle, if you're interested. I've always wanted a gate for this particular hole here. I thought it would be a fantastic thing to have. So if they're opening that way, then we need to rotate this back around like this, and we'll plop this into position. We'll use snap to grid first. So obviously we're going to lose some of these spikes. That's the least of my concern anyway. But can we get away with clipping this in? We can, quite nicely actually. The only thing that's kind of annoying me is that's slightly off center. But that's because snap to grid is kind of... Does that mean the property's permanently off center? Just realized that, look. That's awkward. Let's turn snap to grid off and fix this myself. So we could glitch it up to this point, but it wouldn't look very nice. So let's have that probably about here. That doesn't look too bad. The wood's kind of poking through. Unless I should have this a bit further back. Like here or something. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Ah, housing, how finicky you may be. A fickle mistress. There we go. That's a little bit better. We've got a little bit of wood poking in at the bottom. But it's kind of equal on both sides. What does it look like from the other side? Hey, that's not bad. I like that. So obviously, if you went for open walled, like an open wall design for your walls rather than the castle walls, it would probably look 10 times better, right? Because obviously, you're not going to have to deal with this pagoda-sized thing, and But I personally like that quite a bit. But I think that gate looks really nice on this, personally. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this item, apart from maybe a bit of clipping at the top there. We'll just pretend that's not there. But yeah, that's lovely how that opens. That's really nice. It has the gate opening and closing sound. That's nice. It's just what the game needed. I need to move my Moogle mail though, because that's kind of in the way. But yeah, I'm a massive fan of this one. Like I said before, I'm not sure if this is furnishing design contest. Probably not. I could be wrong on that. I didn't see it on the list, but it is a very nice item. Let's see how this dies then. Whilst we're here, probably be a good idea for me to drag this out of where I've just placed it, so we can see the die options. There we go. Let's just Ah, such a big item. Let's just stick that there, and then we'll look at the furnishings. Ah, that's a good angle. That's a really good angle. There we go. That's better. So let's look at these die options then for this item. Make that nice and small. There we go. Right, so that's the standard color. So presumably this is going to be changing the color of the actual gate. Yes. So that's good. So it changes the actual gate's color. So if I was going for a white to match the walls, for example, or different sort of types of wall or backdrop, you know that the stone's going to remain the same color regardless, but the metal will always change. So you can make it look almost like wood as well. It's not quite 100% a metal effect on the gate. It looks nice in dark colors, but of course if you do light colors, it kind of almost looks like wood grain as well. So you can get away with all sorts of ideas. I think these are some of the first gates I've seen in the game for houses like this, and it's quite generous where they allow you to place them. Obviously, depending on the walls you have, it's going to be different. This looks really nice, actually, even in garish colors. Yeah, there you go. Look. So if you hit these two spikes on the either side, you could easily pull off that's like a wooden gate rather than a metal gate, or even rusty. You know, kind of like those pitted colors. See, look at that. That looks like actual wood rather than anything else. That's really nice. And then, of course, if you go like the grayscale sort of colors, it looks more like metal. Yeah, the dye options are really nice on this. I'm surprised. Usually you have something like this and they go for like either full-on palette or washed out colors. But in this, you've got a really nice range of colors. I think it's the texture itself that's actually doing favors here. All those look lovely, don't they? Those dark blue. So yeah, if you've just got an Ishgard house, this would probably be perfect for you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to lose out if you don't have an Ishgard house. Yeah, I quite like the black, actually. The jet black there. Look at that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to go for. That's really nice as a contrast to the white pillars. I'm going to use one of my jet black dyes right now. But yeah, let me know what you think about this item. Personally, I think this is one of a massive game changer, to be perfectly honest. Just because we don't have this sort of thing already in the game until now. It just makes the entrance to a house look so much better. Like, I really love that. I know it's slightly off center. I know. People's OCD is going to be flying off the rails here looking at this. But yeah, the sort of things you can do with this. It's just a simple item as well, a simple idea. But you know, the simplest of things usually have the biggest of impact. Anyway, much love. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully this helped scratch that itch if you didn't know what these look like. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.